Hey, this is Karen Poor. I want to thank you for stopping by today. I actually just want to have a little chit chat with you today. Just kind of venting, I guess, or thinking out loud. Today I was on a mastermind call, a group that I mastermind with, and I was listening to some different leaders talk about their success stories and, you know, different things that actually led them. These are people who've really just kind of exploded their business in the last 6 months, so newer to the internet success stories. And I found one thing that really intrigued me, and I guess it intrigued me because it's actually true of myself too. But I found that most people, there was, of the 8 people, 5 different people were in literally dire straits at the time that their business really exploded. A couple of them literally didn't have the money to pay the rent. One person was in foreclosure. I mean, just really dire circumstances. And, you know, I've told my story before, but, you know, the reason I even came online was because I was widowed and really suddenly when I was 28 years old, and I had young kids, and I needed to stay home with them. And they don't pay you to stay home with your kids, so I had to generate an income to be able to do that. And unfortunately, I think, you know, obviously that's what drives me, but everybody has a why. Everybody's reason. Everybody has a story. Everybody carries a story with them. But why do we wait until we end up in such dire circumstances to make this thing work, this business work? Now, in my case, I was kind of lucky because I didn't know anything about the internet. I came to it looking for a means to an end. So I came in desperation. And maybe that's what helped create my success. Now that I've, you know, listened to these other people, maybe sometimes we have to put ourselves there. But I don't think it has to be that way. I just realized, and it just kind of was an aha moment for me, that so many people that I talk to in this industry, new and, you know, struggling, really think that somehow this business is supposed to be different than any other business. They look at it like it's going to be easy somehow. Like, if you just show me that one training, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to be successful. And that's going to be it. Like, they've come into the lottery or something, and if they just play the right numbers, they're going to be successful. The quote that I heard years ago that really stuck with me and made me understand how this business really works is, success is never owned, it's rented, and the rent is due daily. That's what so many people don't understand. Success comes down to your daily action, literally. You can make or break your success today, because everyone looks at it as this big pile of stuff that they have to know to be able to move forward, when they don't. They need to know one thing, and they need to know how to master that one thing and do it good. That's all you need to do. There's 7 or 8 key strategies that any internet marketer needs to know. And you just learn one of them, you master them, do it, then you move on to the next one and master it. Don't try to learn everything. So many people just get lost in learning that they just are stagnant because they need to be on every webinar under the sun. Or there's people even in my own system that, you know, I encourage people to watch training videos and implement them as you go. You do not need to watch all 10 training videos on how to make a blog and then go back and make a blog. You make a blog as you're watching them. You don't have to have a blog, but if blogging is what you pick, you need to be in action. You don't need to know everything about blogging before you make a blog. That's just an example. Sorry, my dog keeps shaking his head so you can hear his collar. But it just really made me have an aha moment and think, you know, so many people wait until they're in such horrible situations because that's when they have the power to get past themselves. A lot of people aren't successful in this industry just because of their mindset. I mean, let me give you, this is an example. Okay, this is a mastermind group that I go to every single week. And that line is maxed out whenever you're talking traffic generation strategies. When you're talking about mindset, a couple hundred people show up. Because people don't value their mindset. Mindset is something you need to work on every single day. Just like you need to work on those traffic generation strategies, and maybe it's converting or prospecting or you know, there's all these different tools that you're going to have to master, but you don't master them all in one day, and you don't wait to master them all before you even take the next step or have the information to master them all, I guess is what I'm saying. Because there's so many people that just get lost in perfection. It drives me absolutely insane. Now, you don't need to go looking stupid. You know, you don't need to go and do something ridiculous, but you don't need to be perfect. Just for example, my dog shaking his head and, you know, his collar making noise a few minutes ago. Okay, if I stopped and redid this video every time there was a noise made in my house, I would take, you know, like 2 hours to do this little video when I could have done 10 videos in that amount of time. People don't need you to be perfect. People need you to be real. And you need to get past your own perfection. You know, we're just worried, I think, when it comes down to it, about putting ourselves out there. That's really what it comes down to. So we just try to put that off and put that off and put that off. When what you need to do and realize is those actions that you take, that's what brings success. Those little bitty things that you have on your notebook, I have my notebook over here, but there's crap on it, sorry. On your notebook, that's what brings you success. And if you embrace that, you will live for it. You will live for your routine. You know, find a routine that you love. You'll live and breathe by that routine. There's really just a few things in this industry that you have to master to be successful. And every step to success is important. And you're not going to take a single step by just sitting stagnant. So I just think we need to put more value in the work that it takes to get to success, because that's really what your asset is. Your only asset that you have online is you. You are your business. It doesn't matter what your business is. The knowledge that you have to share with others, that's what makes you an asset in this industry. So yes, you want to have knowledge. I get that. But you want to have results too. You know, you want to make some money. You want to move forward. Don't wait until it's make or break time before you take the time to actually, you know, take action, take massive action. Quit sitting on every webinar under the sun and get to work. You know, take one thing and just master it. So that's my rant for today. I don't know. It was just a bit of an aha moment that I think more than anything made me look inside and understand where people are coming from sometimes. We are all new to the internet in one way or another. It doesn't matter how long we've been on the internet, because the internet's always changing. It's always going to be. So you're always going to be a student of the internet, a student of this industry. So unless you break that cycle and you realize that you need to learn a little bit, take a little bit of action, learn a little bit, take a little bit of action, you'll never move forward, because it's a skill that you have to develop and perfect. The skill you need to perfect, not the methods you need to perfect. Do them before you can perfect them. So I hope that makes sense. So if you take something away from this today, it's take a little bit of action. Every day you need to be doing something to move your business forward. That doesn't mean sitting on a webinar every day. Webinars are valuable. Training is valuable, absolutely. But what have you done to take action to move your business forward today? And you need to be able to answer that every single day of the week, every day. Life is going to get in the way, and it's up to you to make sure that that doesn't happen. If it means I'm up till midnight one night setting up a pay-per-click campaign or doing a blog post for that day or whatever it is that's left on my agenda, that's what I have to do, because my business is my business. And life is still going to happen. I still have kids. I still have dogs. You can hear them. I still have, everyone has life happen. But that doesn't mean that we just put our business on the back burner. That's just not how it works if you want to be successful. I guess really the question is, do you want to be successful in this industry? So just think about that a little bit. Hopefully I gave you a little nugget or something that'll make you think, because it definitely made me think. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.